Hello, we will talk about PEMDAS, which is order of operations. Some people also use GEMS, and it's all okay and fine. But order is important in this case. And when you are writing PEMDAS, because multiplication comes from division, people think multiplication always comes from before division. No, if the division is first, for instance, if this kind of a operation, when do you see division and multiplication, the order, this one is first, okay, because it comes first, so you have to do this one first in this case too. When PEMDAS is an easy reminder for you to remember for operations, order of operations. However, it fails when the students think multiplication always comes before division. Okay, so in this case I have to first do this and then I have to multiply this one with that. What happens if I do this first? If I do first, it will be 2 times 3 is 6, and 14 divided by 6 will give me a decimal number, which I don't care, it's wrong, okay? So the order of operation is important. When there is a multiplication and division in the same operation, you have to look at which one is first, okay? Whichever comes left to right first. Same as addition and subtraction. If you're seeing again, 14 minus 2 plus 3. If you first do the addition, you will get a wrong answer. If you do first 14 minus 2, which is 12, plus 13, which will be 15, that is the right answer, okay? So in the internet, you always have like those kind of like find number of this, and then everybody is like, oh, this is clearly this. Most of the people are answering wrong those questions because they don't know order of operation. Order of operation will not change. If you go to Japan, the order of operation is same. If you go to Italy, the order of operation is same. What people does not know is the order of operation, and that's why they fail to find the right answer, and they all have different kind of answers, okay? So now you know, and let's go and then try to solve a few problems. So I have 2 worksheets that I prepared, and I choose a few ones. Hopefully it will be enough for our exercises. 7 minus 1 plus 6. They're both in all of the operation is inside the parentheses, so we have to go left to right, okay? So first the subtraction, which is 6, and then addition, which will be 12. Okay, then the second one, let's see. Okay, left to right again, and then I see multiplication first. That means 28 divided by 2, which will be 14. And then let's see. Also, in the calculators, you need to be careful. Calculators, you have to write it the order of operations. So if you're using a calculator and if you write this operation as this, you may get wrong answer. In the calculations, you should not write. If it is especially a simple one, you should not write the whole thing in one line. Okay. You need to use your own order of operations and then use in the calculators. Calculators might end up giving you wrong answers if you just write straightforwardly, okay? Because it's always their thing is the simple ones are always thinking the first thing written is the first of the operation, okay? So in this case, 3 plus 7 is 10 minus 3 is 7. Okay, miss, I see. Well, there's some people who have a little bit more advanced knowledge, and then they see this C3 and negative 3. And yes, they do cancel each other out, okay? Because in this case, addition is commutative, and you can use that, associative. So if you move this parenthesis to 3 plus 7 minus 3, it will be still same, okay? That's why you can also use that addition negative, positive negative relationship, but you don't have to know it. It's just an extra knowledge. Then I am going to this one. 3 plus 1 is inside the parenthesis. Multiplication is before addition. But because there is a parenthesis or a grouping, this I have to first add. And then times 4, which will be 16. See, this might give you a wrong answer if there is no parenthesis in your calculator. If you write it 3 plus 1 times 4, you will get 3... if there was parentheses, it is like this, but then it would give you a wrong answer if there was no parentheses and you had to do the multiplication first, but you would do addition. So be careful about using calculator in order of operations. 5 divided by 20, 1 over 4, or 0.25. I can write that too. Plus 6, which will be 6.25. And then I will move on to the other paper, and then we will solve a few over there. Okay, and then in this one, there is an exponent now. I see it. This has to be the first thing, because we are already inside the parenthesis. So in this parenthesis, we will get... Actually, I will solve it with some other color. So 4 to the power of 2 is 16, because 4 times 4 times 15. And then minus 2 to the power of 2 is 4. Oh my goodness, sometimes it doesn't write like this. Oh, miss, how can I do this? This is a really big number. How do I multiply? Well, I know 15 is 5 times 3. Any number to multiply with 5 means you multiply with 10 and divide by 2. So 16 times 10 is 160. Divided by 2 is 80. 80 times 3 is 140. Minus 4 plus 20 is 24. Well, then that means I will do the subtraction. 6 from 3, 1, and then it will be 260. Okay? Then I am going to the next one. Again, it is, I'm looking at it. The first thing I have to do is parentheses. 8 minus 2 is 6 to the power of 2. I write that. So I have to write this problem because the order starts from the middle. In order to not confuse myself, I have to write it again. When I write it like that, I see the exponents are the first. So then I can do the first one left to right and plus 36 and plus 4. Then the answer will be, well, the addition is associative and commutative. So whatever order you follow in just addition is not the like same thing. So to make it easier for myself, I do this. 36 plus 4 is 40 plus 16, it's 56. Okay, then I am going to do this one. It's getting harder and harder. As you can see, the numbers are also sometimes getting bigger because I try to give you a point. 12 times 12 is 144. You have to if I were you, I would memorize from 1 to 13 at least, or actually 20, all the exponents. So 12 times 12, 13 times 12, 13 times 13, 14 times 14. They're all important. You will see these and it will just make you quicker. However, how do you memorize them? You just sit down and then memorize? No, that's wrong. You have to solve problems. By solving lots of exponent problems, you will memorize them in like subconsciously, and you will answer your questions immediately. Okay, it's kind of like 2 plus 2. You learn it and now you don't calculate it, you just know the answer. Okay, so 144 minus 15 plus 17. I write the problem again because I don't want to get confused. Now there is a parenthesis before multiplication, so I have to solve this part first. 144 minus 15, if it is 14 it will be 30, so it will be 129 plus 17. And then times 3. Then I can do 129 plus 17. 146 times 3 is, and then to find that answer, I multiply. 6 times 3 is 18. You have 1 in your hand. 4 times 3 is 12. You add 1, 13. And then you have already 1 in your hand again. 1 times 3, 3, 4. 438 is your answer. Then this one is a little bit complicated. When I solve this, you will see like, how am I going to solve this? Well, you will come to this point when you are dealing with algebraic expressions and algebra. It's actually a very easy problem. It's just that the rules are important, and you have to know the exponent rules. You have to know the properties of division and multiplication and exponential operations. So that's how it will be easy. So now first I don't deal with this part first. I have to first deal with this exponent. However, I know 16 and 8 are kind of reminding me each other. So I write this actually like this. This 16 is actually 4 to the power of 2 and 3. Then divide by 8. Oh, what is this? Yeah, it's the exponential rules that now you can use it. When you see the product of like exponents of exponent, power of power, then that means multiplication. So this would be 4 to the power of 6. And then this will be 2 times 4. Well, I am actually writing you a different way, and it will be just even more mind-blowing. Now I write this 4 as 2 to the power of 2, and I write 6 and then divide 2 to the power of 2. I know, now it will become 2 to the power of 12. And then this division will be, because there is 2, 1 more, and then this will be 2 to the power of 3. Well, when there is a division, that you know that it is actually subtraction. So you last week you learned this. 2 to the 2 to the power of 12 divided by 2 to the power of 3 means you write this 2 to the power of 12 minus 3 in here. And this will be 2 to the power of 9. Okay, so I write that. I write 2 to the 9 to the power of 9. Then I write the rest of the problem times 3 minus 7. Well, this will be ridiculously big number. I will find this 2 to the power of 9, and then I will come and then solve this one. So this will be 512 times 3 minus 7. Then I will do this part because it's multiplication. It will be 1536 minus 7, and this will be 129. 1529. So the whole problem, the whole reason that I solved this problem is because that was exponential rules that we learned last week, and that is very helpful to use these rules with your anything that you're doing. Actually, exponential rules, you may learn it in the future too. This is just an extra thing. If you don't know it and if you are wondering about it, this exponential rules, I can give you that lesson too, in case you need it, because I think level 5 and level 6 has exponential rules given to you. But in middle school, 6th grade and 7th grade, you already see these things. Okay, have a good day. I will see you in the next video.